it's Chris, and I'm back! That was uncalled for. I am back on this channel, and somehow looking worse than before. I acquired a new makeup trend where I put on way too much blush, and then just like, don't even try with the rest of my face. If you ever wonder why I wear this hat, it's because I never brush my hair. So, that's the only reason. This part up here is just a big mess, and so I just stick a hat on and hope to hide it for forever. So I decided that I would talk to you all about first dates. Now, many of you know that I have anxiety. A lot of people have anxiety. If it's not social anxiety, general anxiety. Unless you're some kind of like superhuman, advanced species that I'm not. Two of the most anxiety-driven things is job interviews and first dates. That's, in my opinion, what I feel can cause so much anxiety that you feel like you are actually going to throw up. Like every now and then, something consumes my body and my soul that makes me believe like I'm some sort of like confident, outgoing, talkative extrovert. And I start thinking to myself, yeah, I can totally just like ask somebody out and we'll have a great time. I'll talk to them the whole time, and then I ask somebody out, and once I do, something else consumes my body, the normal part of life and the normal part of my well-being consumes my body, and I collapse onto the floor like a heaping pile of sadness. And then I start imagining all of these weird scenarios in my head. Like, what if I show up and the person just doesn't show up? And then I think to myself, actually, that wouldn't be that bad. If I showed up to a first date and the person didn't show up, at least for a person like myself who has a lot of anxiety about talking to people, that's not necessarily such a bad thing. Sure, they stood you up, but then you know that they're a douchebag and that you shouldn't have gone out with them in the first place. But the best part of it is that you don't have to talk to them. You don't have to talk to them. And that's probably the best blessing that they could have given you. And you start thinking, what if they do show up and they're like a complete nutcase? I mean, I know I'm a nutcase, but what if they start commenting about your looks and being like, hey you're fat. Or something. Or what if like the whole date is just you two being silent? And you guys know that I went an entire date without talking to the guy. In my previous video, I'll put a little card thing up here that you can click on. Or is it here? I think it's up here. We don't know. Okay. What if I show up to the date and they like creep up behind me in a minivan in some dark alley, and then they come up to me and they say, hey, I'm Bob. And I'm like, hi, Bob, so nice to meet you. Bam! And then they stab me and blood splurts everywhere. Okay. That was a little much, wasn't it? I'm always afraid I'm gonna get kidnapped or poisoned, or I'm sitting in my car and at the beginning of the date and I start thinking to myself all of these different scenarios that could happen. And I start freaking myself out, and then it's like 2 minutes before I'm supposed to be inside of the building or wherever it is that I'm supposed to be, and I think about just whipping out my phone and being like, I'm so sorry, there's been some kind of mistake. I'm not a girl. I'm actually an alien species. I've been here sent to absorb life into my body, and I can't go out with you because I'm busy being an alien spy. That's the best excuse I could come up with. In those scenarios, I would like to think that I would piece the crap out and just not come back, but knowing myself, I would probably just sit there quietly, thinking about life and how the earth is just one big ball of water and earth, and we are just small, meaningless organisms in a vast sea of space and time and universes. But if you guys have the same kind of anxieties, please leave a comment down below. just to let me know that I'm not the only one out there. If you are some kind of superhuman, fantastic species that just never gets anxiety about anything, give this video a thumbs up, because you're the kind of person I need in my life. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in next time's video, which I'm not entirely sure will come out. I know that I haven't really been like very constant on this channel, and that's because I've had a lot of technical difficulties. Like, I started recording on my like big camera that I have that's actually professional, and all of a sudden I lost the SD card, and so I tried to insert it back in once I found it, and it doesn't work anymore. And it won't record video without an SD card. So, anyways, bye!